Hello friends and welcome. My name is Dr. Heather Carden and I am super excited to be here with you on today's live to help answer all your questions you have about ketones, ketosis, and our amazing Pruvit products. So as you're joining, let us know where you're joining from. I'm going to tell you just a couple minutes about myself and how I became a part of this amazing Pruvit community. And as people get notifications, let us know where you're joining from. If you're currently participating in Keto Academy, let us know. Put KK down below how many Keto Academies you've actually attended, whether they've been virtually or in person. We'd love to know who your favorite speaker has been thus far. Put their name down below. I'm going to refresh my computer over here so I have the best chance of getting all your questions as they come in. So again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden. I've been a part of this amazing community since 2015 when the company launched and we had one single flavor, which was the Orange Dream. I've been a healthcare practitioner here in Overland Park, Kansas for 25 years as a functional medicine physician. I've been practicing alongside my husband for, 25 years. We've actually implemented a low-carb, ketogenic, Whole30, eating clean, autoimmune, ketogenic diet. I put all those words together because all those pieces kind of fit together since we opened up our doors, again, over 25 years ago. We've practiced, taught, and led our patients through the ketogenic diet, a low-carb diet, educated them long before there was Facebook pages, there was Instagram. So we've been studying this conversation. We were back in school again over 30 years ago. So excited to see that a company like Pruvit began the technology that launched a pure therapeutic exogenous ketone. You can imagine if you've ever tried the ketogenic diet or just tried to eat low carb and kept out processed sugars and processed additives and even tried to live that, how hard it can be because we know sugar is highly addictive. However, we know after 100 years of research how highly beneficial ketones and keeping out processed sugars can be, not only for your body and your body composition, but also for your brain, which is so important. We know your brain dictates the function of your entire body. So when we talk about ketones, for everyone who's brand new to this conversation, if you are brand new, drop it number 1. You just found out about ketones or ketosis. You just found out about exogenous ketones or Pruvit. Drop a number 1 down below. We want to give you a nice, big, warm welcome. If you're just joining, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you're also participating in Keto Academy. We'll talk very simply about what ketones are and what they are not. Then we're going to get right down to business, which is helping you better understand our amazing, incredible technology that we have here at Pruvit. So our body needs fuel to run on, to do our day-to-day operations, to walk, talk, breathe, and sleep. We have 2 fuel sources. We have glucose, which comes from carbohydrates, proteins. Then we have ketones, which comes from healthy fats. Ketones don't require any insulin. Carbohydrates and proteins actually require insulin to be broken down so we can use it as a fuel source. People mostly know about glucose. We know about it because diabetes, or we've been living in the standard global diet, which is high in carbohydrates, proteins, and then we've been told for many decades that we should fear the fat. Now we know that is absolutely not true. We come into this world as newborn babies fueling on fat. It is our native source of fuel source. Fats, and we compare them to glucose, are actually a higher, superior fuel source. They provide more energy, which is called ATP, a more efficient fuel source, more oxygen. They have so many amazing benefits, higher brain fuel. They actually help increase our cognition, our recall, our memory. They help decrease our foods that we may crave or other things that we may crave. So it actually decreases some of those addictive neurotransmitters, increases our joyful, happy neurotransmitters like GABA. That's why we sleep better, we breathe better, our digestive system is better. Everything from our head to our toe is just better when we're fueling on ketones. We can drink them exogenously now, which Pruvit launched in 2015. You simply have to mix it up with some water and drink it, and puts your body in ketosis in less than 59 minutes. It does not matter which lifestyle you're choosing. Lifestyle referring to diet, whether you're a vegan, a vegetarian, a low carb, keto, whichever lifestyle you choose, you can put your body in ketosis in less than 59 minutes. If you're on the standard ketogenic diet, then you actually have to adjust and calculate all your macros. You have to measure your food out to make sure you're eating exactly within your macros, within your category, depending on your activity and your sleep. So it can be be very challenging, but the benefits are absolutely amazing. And now for the first time ever, Pruvit did what nobody else can do. We have the world's only pure therapeutic exogenous ketone. So let's get right down to what my job is today, is to help you better understand those questions you've been thinking, I wonder if that's true about ketones. So exogenous means outside the body. You're drinking them from a salt. This is a ketone salt. And then if your body makes them, they're called endogenous ketones. So I'm just going to refresh my computer over here. It looks like I've got some comments. I love that you're tagging friends. Hello from Canada. Hello from Hong Kong. Hello from around the world. So Shelly said, I've always wanted to ask, if we have Keto Pro in the morning, can we still have a charged nat in the morning too? So Shelly, when you drink a Keto Pro or a Keto Nat, it does put your body in ketosis anywhere from 2 to 4 to 6 plus hours. So you probably don't need both. It's probably just like would be about, maybe I would do one or the other one, or you could actually do half of a Pro and add it to the Nat, or you could do a Nat and add it to half a Pro if you're already keto adapted, because that's quite a bit of ketones, because they are water soluble. So if your body doesn't need them, you simply excrete them out. We know that our unleashed is 30% more than our regular keto nat. So 30% more than our keto nat. So if you're adding the Keto Pro to the keto nat, you're almost doubling up on it. So let's have a little bit less of the keto nat, a little bit less of the beta hydroxybutyrate than the keto nat, but you are getting quite a bit of ketones. So if you just make sure you're not getting dehydrated. The only side effect that you can feel is if you drink too many ketones, because they have a mild diuretic effect, is that you can get symptoms of dehydration if you're not a good water drinker. So I would say, yes, you could wake up and have a Keto Pro in the morning, and then a little bit later, maybe 4 or 5 hours later, you can have a keto nat if you desire. That's kind of up to you. If you're feeling really good, your energy's high, you're not having any cravings, you're drinking water in between, then listen to your body and go by that. It'd probably be time to have a bit of food before you have another keto nat. So someone just asked, is it safe to have if you have high blood pressure? So if you do have a healthcare condition, we do want you to check with your healthcare provider first, because they have all the insides information to your health conditions. They have your health history. They know everything that's going on within your body. So I cannot give you permission to take something if you have a serious health condition. Please check with your healthcare provider. Remember, ketones are an energy source. They're not meant to substitute anything. They're not meant to substitute a supplement or a prescription or anything else. They're not here to treat or to cure. They're an energy fuel source for your body. So let's talk about blood pressure a minute. I love this topic because oftentimes the first thing that a physician will tell you if you have high blood pressure is, number one, drink more water. They do have a mild diuretic effect, so you want to make sure you're drinking enough water. Number two, restrict your caffeine. So pick a nat that is caffeine free. The doctors will tell you, make sure you're moving. American Heart Association says, in addition to your activity of daily living, make sure you're moving at least 40 minutes 4 times a week. That's 2.5 hours to help high blood pressure. So ketones give you more energy. You're going to feel like you want to move more, swim, walk, bicycle, row, whatever that means. It'll help you get moving more. So we hear people's experience all the time drinking keto nat. I feel better. I'm doing a better job drinking water. I'm actually reduced some of the sugar intake in my diet. I feel more energy. I'm moving much better. So that can actually help your body with blood pressure because it gets your lymphatic system going much better, much smoother, gets things moving. So it doesn't treat, but it can be very, very helpful. I just saw a great question. Keto cream in the morning and how many hours later after nap? So Lori, when you decide to use our products is 100% up to you. I get this question a lot here, so it's a great question. Thanks for asking that. So when to drink what? The nat is our hero product. So we always tell people to start off with nat as you begin your journey here at Pruvit. That's why we love our 10-day challenge. However, if you've been drinking Pruvit for a little bit, you're actually starting your journey towards intermittent fasting, which means you pick some hours of the day that you choose to eat. We know through research and scientific studies that it's best to eat in an 8 or 9 hour window. But some people are eating in a 15 to 16 hour window. Then we'd recommend that you probably squeeze that maybe down to 12 or 13 for a few days, and then maybe wiggle it down to about 10 hours and just see how your body does. So generally I recommend people get up and drink 12 to 16 ounces of water first. Then if you're hungry, you didn't eat a lot of fat yesterday, you didn't have a good food intake day, then yes, have the keto cream and some coffee or some tea. Let's get that healthy fat in there because this does have 3 different types of MCT, collagen, Ceylon cinnamon, which is great for digestion, great for blood sugar, it's great for immune system. It's just power packed with nutrients. However, if you wake up and you're a little bit tired, maybe you didn't sleep the best, or you had a super exhausting day the day before, or you have a day that is just full of things to do, then have your nat first, water first, nat next. Then when you start to get hungry, then have your keto cream because this is loaded with functional fat. So it's really up to you. Some people even mix them together. They'll put their 1-4-3 to get some extra fat in here. They'll put their 1-4-3 in their nat. It's 100% up to you. The time between them is up to you. The keto cream does not have any ketones in there. However, when you sleep, you wake up, you have some water, and you have the keto cream. The MCTs in here, specifically C8, actually will turn very quickly into ketones via your liver. So it will make ketones out of the MCT, specifically the C8 in here, so your body can turn those quickly into ketones. Then you can have, again, some water next, and then have some keto nat if you desire. The hour, the time frame is strictly up to you. Listen to your body. If you're tired, if you need energy, have the keto nat. If you're a little bit hungry in the morning, you need some fat to create that satiety or feeling full, then that will help you. Even the Mito Plex will help you with those fasting hours. So you could have some Mito Plex in with your nat if you like. I know there's a lot of options, but you need to listen to your body. If you're not a very good vegetable eater, you didn't have a lot of vegetables the last few days, that's where we get a lot of our trace elements from, our electrolytes, and add the electrolytes, and that will help as well with your energy. Great questions. Oh my gosh, Rachel just said she's been drinking ketones for 2 years and she's 110 pounds lighter. Give her some love. So Marilyn's asking, is keto cream bad for people with high cholesterol? The answer is no. There is not bad. It's actually very good because we know that Ceylon cinnamon is good for cleaning out the liver. It's great for digestion. We know collagen. We have about 60 different types of collagen in our body. There's a main 5 collagen that are top 5. I say top 5 collagen that our body absolutely needs to have. And we've included 4 of the top 5 collagens. I'll let you do a little more scientific research into that or hop over to our Pruvit TV and look more in the information that we have on keto cream. We also know MCT, again, C8, C10, and C12 are great for your liver. They're great for cleaning out triglycerides. They're great for improving your HDLs. It's going to give you more energy. We know getting that cardiovascular exercise in is so important for improving your cholesterol ratio because it is the total cholesterol over the HDLs. HDLs, H is for happy, making good happy cholesterol, reducing the LDL so you get that exercising in. Again, getting in that keto nat because when you have more energy, you're more likely to get moving. That will also improve your cholesterol score. But check with your healthcare provider. I know I'm going to probably say it 20 times today, but that is very important before you introduce any new healthcare product. Or supplement, I should say. Oh my gosh, so Jenny's saying she's down 50 pounds since February. Okay, Beth, Black Label, great question. What is the Black Label I held up? This is called the Unleashed. We have it in a few flavors. It is generally a flash sale when we have them. So Keto Nat, again, is our superhero, is our base product. It is a ketone that puts you in ketosis in less than 59 minutes. Our Unleashed version has approximately 30 to 33% more ketones, more caffeine, more B vitamins. So it is a higher upgrade of the Keto Nat. So it has more ketones, more caffeine, more B vitamin, a little bit more of the salts in there. So if you're a person who tolerates this well, or you're a person who has a larger muscle mass, maybe you're a football player, a soccer player, a weightlifter, 200 to 300 pound person, you have a fast metabolism. You don't have to weigh 200 or 300 pounds, but you're a fast metabolizer and you burn through the ketones pretty quickly. You know if you have a fast metabolism or not, or you're just a larger overall body person, a larger body muscle mass, then the Unleashed might be the right product for you. So if you're finding that you feel better when you do a Nat Light with a Nat, and then, or you feel better if you do 1.5 of the nat, then you might try the Unleashed and see how you feel. Does not come in a caffeine free, it just comes with the caffeine. So you might try that. Again, if you're a fast metabolizer, a bigger body mass, this might be the right one for you. An endurance athlete, which someone who's doing 2 hours plus a day, or take this 2 hours post an endurance athlete workout or an endurance athlete's race or competition. It's a great time to post load with that with the ketones, because it helps protect your lean muscle mass, helps keep the oxygen enriching into those muscles. So a great time to help protect that, protect your body. Oh, question. So if you've been following us on social media, you see we're about ready to launch a new flavor. A flavor drop's getting ready to come. So in our stories on Instagram and Facebook, they've been posting a cactus. So people have guessed it's a prickly something flavor. So someone just asked me, do I know what the new flavor is? I do not know what the new flavor is. I find out when you do. So keep your app on, the Pruvit app, keep your Instagram stories on, your Facebook stories on, so we all find out at the same time. So I see people are guessing prickly pear. If you know what it is, drop it down below. But it's prickly something, prickly apple, prickly lime, prickly pear. They've got some fruits down below. They've kind of given you a little bit of an incentive to find out. So can I, see? So Linda, the milligrams of caffeine. So we know that the nat is about the same as a medium Starbucks coffee. And we know that this has about 30 to 33% more caffeine in this. With the caffeine is actually used as therapeutic ingredient in the supplement, because the caffeine is used to help shuttle the beta hydroxybutyrate, which is a ketone body, into the cell quicker. We know as you age, your body can actually be slower to take up nutrients. The cells age just as our skin ages, as our body ages, so things can move slower into the cell, have a little bit more difficult time getting into the cell. We know things like sodium and B vitamin help shuttle nutrients like ketones, like caffeine, into the cell. So you'll see there's also more B vitamins to help shuttle the beta hydroxybutyrate, the caffeine. All those help get the ketones into the cell so our body can use it more efficiently and more quickly. You'll also see that in the Mexican ketones, or the ones, or the Keto Up, I love the root beer, so the Keto Up, which is our effervescent, which is our free cell fermented, it is a ketone bound to a ketone, not a ketone bound to a salt. That there's even a quicker uptake with that, especially when you drink the one that has caffeine. You're going to notice a quicker uptake with it when you drink it, which means you're going to feel the ketones in your body a little bit quicker. You're going to feel the energy come on a little bit quicker. Some people feel their eyes are a little bit brighter, their heads feel lighter. So whatever it is for you, or they just feel like they could do more task at home, they could do more rep at the gym. So people feel that energy in different ways depending on where your body needs the energy. Yes, and you don't have to have the caffeine. You can have caffeine-free, especially if you know you're sensitive to caffeine. You can have all the caffeine-free ketones if you like. And we know that the Nat Light is caffeine-free, so you could choose a regular keto nat with a Nat Light if you wanted to have more of the ketones. That would actually equal about 1.5 or 1 1/3 or a little bit more than that. Please don't quote me on that, but that's going to give you less than 2 nats at a time if you wanted to mix those together. So yes, you can mix and match any flavors of the ketone nat and the Nat Light with the Mito Plex. It's fine to mix and match any of those. So Deb is asking about the sugar alcohols. So we have the highest grade of sugar alcohols that you can possibly manufacture and put in a product. You're gonna see that we have several patents. I wish I had a box here. You're gonna see that we have a lot of patents on our product when you look at the Keto Nat box. You're also gonna see that we're kosher certified, gluten-free, dairy-free. And with that being said, we are using stevia and erythritol in our Keto Nat products. And then when we launched to Mexico, we had to be compliant with their government. So instead of using erythritol and stevia as our main all-natural sweetener, we used allulose. Allulose is, again, an all-natural sweetener. It is not a sugar alcohol. There are a very small population. I think it's about 9% of people who don't do well with stevia. It actually tastes tart instead of sweet. So those 9% of people actually prefer the Mexican ketones because allulose tastes sweeter to them. And then with erythritol, there's again a 9 or 10% of people people who get a little bit of GI bloating with erythritol as they introduce it into their bodies. It does go away after a few weeks, but again, it's an all-natural sweetener. It's not artificial. It is a sugar alcohol, but allulose is the main sweetener in the Mexican ketone. So if you do notice that you have a little bit of a problem, you're one of those smaller population of people, the minor population of people that stevia tastes tart to, or the erythritol happens to cause a little bit of GI bloating, then I would encourage you to try the Mexican ketones that has the allulose in it instead, which is an all-natural sweetener. So someone said, is there a product that has collagen in it? So yes, we just talked about the keto cream has collagen in it. Our bone broth, which is an amazing product. So I think Carmen asked that. I love the bone broth. We haven't talked about that in a couple weeks, so I haven't had very many questions. It has a type 2 collagen and it has hyaluronic acid. Plus it has a beta hydroxybutyrate, other amazing minerals in that with it. But when you combine the bone broth and the type 2 collagen and the hyaluronic acid, it helps our joints, because what it does, it actually puffs up and allows space within the joints, whether it's your shoulder, whether it's your neck joints, your hand joints, your eyeballs. So it helps elasticity improve within those joints when you combine hyaluronic acid with type 2 collagen. So I love the broth. It's wonderful in the morning on a winter day here in Kansas, or it's great of an evening before you go to bed. Again, it's got amazing, the beta hydroxybutyrate in it. It does have a little bit less of the ketone, the beta hydroxybutyrate, than the keto nat. However, it does have the collagen, it does have the hyaluronic acid, so you can still do 2 of the keto nat and have the bone broth in the morning or at night, and you're going to be just fine. Drink plenty of water during the day. This comes in amazing flavors. We do rotate the flavors through the season, so just when there's a flash sale, if there's a seasonal change, make sure you grab yourself some. I know collagen happens to be a very big popular name going around right now because, again, we have over 60 different collagens essential for our body, and we do have a top 5 collagen that are most abundant ones found with our body, and Pruvit uses the top 5 collagens within our product line, which I think is absolutely amazing. So I saw 5 or 6 people asking about breastfeeding. So we do know that ketones are naturally found in mother's breast milk. Babies are naturally in ketosis. It's our innate protective mechanism as babies come into this world, waiting for mother's breast milk to come in. Again, that is an endogenous ketone, not an exogenous ketone. However, if you are a new mother, you are pregnant, you're breastfeeding right now, please check with your healthcare provider before starting any product. I know that my nurse midwife didn't want to do any caffeine. Other nurse midwives or other OBs are fine with mothers doing caffeine while they're breastfeeding. Totally check with your healthcare provider first. So it is between you and your healthcare provider if you choose to do ketones or not. Again, they're naturally found in breast milk because breast milk should be high in fat. That's why I love the keto cream. The 1-4-3 are great for nursing mothers, but please check with your healthcare provider first because ketones do have a mild diuretic effect. And we want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water, even more water when you're breastfeeding, but please check with your nurse midwife, your healthcare provider, whoever is guiding you through that. But the only negative effect that can happen with ketones, whether you're breastfeeding, high blood pressure, you're an athlete, you're a mom, a grandma, a dad, whatever your occupation may be, we know that 79% of the people globally do not drink enough water. Water is so important for our survival. We can only go 3 days without water. So we're going to preach water, water, because ketones have that mild diuretic effect. So that slight headache you may feel when you start drinking keto nat, maybe a little constipation, maybe some achiness, maybe some leg cramps, that is all dehydration. So if you start to see the scale move as well, you felt really good the first couple months as you start keto nat, and then maybe you start experiencing some headaches or some constipation, some muscle cramps, but the scale has moved down maybe 20, 30 pounds, then you have also lost, along with some unwanted fat, you've also created some loss of minerals. That's why we want you to add in electrolytes. Electrolytes are essential for survival. So electrolyte along with the keto nat, because the mild diuretic effect needs to be counterbalanced unless you're eating, 15 cups of vegetables a day, which is the new RDA. People say, how can it be so many? Well, because we've lost so much of our topsoil, you have to eat 11 to 15 cups of greens calories a day to actually replace what is lost just through one day, through your activity of daily living of one day on this planet. So we suggest at least one serving of Mito Plex a day, 2 or 3 if you're an athlete, you're in a hotter environment, you're a larger person, just 6'4" person who's over 200 pounds, 250 pounds, an athlete, work outside, work in a warehouse. 1 to 3 a day, just depending again on your lifestyle, your activity, and your body mass. Great question there. If you haven't hit the share button, please hit the share button. I know we've just got a few minutes left here. You can find, oh, there's our chime. Keto Kick. I did not grab one out of my refrigerator. So Keto Kick is loaded with enough ketones to put you in ketosis. Yes, it is called the Neuro Boost, Brian. Thanks for asking that. So we have a 3-ounce Keto Kick. It is called a Neuro Boost because the amino acids, along with the beta hydroxybutyrate, which will put you in ketosis, the amino acids are friendly for our neurotransmitters. We have different neurotransmitters that require different amino acids that we generally are not getting in our day-to-day diet. So those are included in that Keto Kick. That's why when people take it, a lot of people are using it before workout. We hear all this feedback, and if you have amazing feedback or story, please share it with our support story. Please share your story with us because your experience with our products matter. That's where we get the information which sparks research studies. So we hear people taking the Neuro Boost before an exam, before a presentation, before a workout, and we do have a lot of athletes using our products. So we always ask, or you've heard so many times in books or in stories or in motivational speaking, what stopped you from one more rep, one more lap, increasing and putting one more plate on, or upping your weight one more time on whatever exercise you're doing at the gym? It's here. It's your brain stopping you. We have so many people saying, I used my Keto Kick and I was able to have a new PR, whether on the track, in the gym, in a yoga studio, using the broth to increase flexibility. We hear so many amazing stories because your brain does dictate the rest of the function of your body, but your body does require nutrients. It requires energy and it requires nutrients. That's why you'll find not only our amazing beta hydroxybutyrate, but you'll find other minerals and B vitamins in there to complement, to make it a synergistic formula. So I think we've got time for one more question. It's 1:32 today. I want to be super mindful of your time. I know a lot of you are attending Keto Academy. If you are, put KK down below. We want to know who is watching our Keto Academy. If you are, what has been your favorite part so far? I love that people are tagging their friends, which is awesome. Chris is asking, can I use Mexican ketones on a regular basis? The answer is yes. You can substitute it for NAT. It has the same amount of beta hydroxybutyrate. You can use that every day instead of the NAT if you want. It's the same beta hydroxybutyrate, just has a different sugar in it. The allulose, or sweetener, not sugar, different sweetener in it. The allulose is just replacing the stevia and erythritol. So yes, you can use it every single day. It's been available in the cart, so get your Smart Ship in there and put it in your Smart Ship cart so you have it there. Your name is tagged on it, so it comes to your house every 30 days so you won't miss out. You have had awesome questions today. I see a lot of prickly pear questions. A lot of prickly pear. Not prickly apple, not prickly lime, but prickly pear. Great question. I am not wanting to use the ketones for any more weight loss, which is a great comment because we are not a weight loss company. Pruvit products or Keto Nat is not a weight loss product. It is an energy product. What happens is when you're putting our native energy into your brain, it goes back to our native state, which means you start to dampen the cravings. You go back to that homeostasis where that natural balance occurs, where you eat when you're hungry and you stop when you're full. You feel better. You're not snacking because you're feeling sad or feeling blue. You're having that energy, so you're going to go out and you're going to walk. We know that when you're actually exercising and moving more, getting your lymphatic system going, getting more sunshine when you're out moving more, that your body gets to a better balance state. Your neurotransmitters, your brain functions much better. Your brain to your gut balance truly balances out. Those hunger hormones start to balance out. You're not hungry all the time. I ask people, can you even tell when you're hungry? And they'll say no. We start using ketones like, oh, now I can tell when I'm hungry and when I'm not. So we know that when you're using ketones, it helps metabolically balance out those hunger hormones, balances out your brain to your gut. We are amazing stories. They've been studied for well over 100 years. We do know that proteins are essential, fatty acids are essential, electrolytes are essential, but carbs are not essential for survival. And the great news is you can choose any lifestyle that you like and drink Keto Nat and put your body in ketosis in less than 59 minutes. So it is not a weight loss product. We see people all the time sharing their stories that they increase their lean muscle mass because ketones, when you're in a state of ketosis, your lean muscle mass is protected through a chain of reactions involving myostatin. So we have a lot of people who work out, they drink Keto Nat about 45 minutes before they do their workout, or 30 minutes depending if it's a HIIT workout or a longer workout. If you're doing an endurance workout, we do suggest you do 1 serving of Keto Nat 45 minutes before you work out. And then again, if you've done an endurance workout, which is 2 hours, or you played a game of soccer and you ran for 2 hours, tennis for 2 hours, whatever that may be, or cross country or cycled or rode or bike or swam, whatever you've done, it's a 2 hour of cardio. Then 2 hours post-workout, have another serving of Keto Nat so you continue to protect your lean muscle mass, continue to help your body facilitate it because you're getting more ATP to the muscle, more oxygen, and helping all that balance out. So again, thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to hit the share button. Don't forget to, if you didn't attend Keto Academy, there's always playback tickets that you can purchase after the event is over, but there's nothing better than watching it live. I can tell you, after attending so many Keto Academies. Again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden, coming to you live from Kansas City, Missouri. So excited to be here with you on this Wednesday. If I did not answer your question, get back with the person that invited you to this page. They can help you find the answers either in our Help Center, our Pruvit TV, on the search bar up above, or our past 5 years of lives that we've been doing every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Have an amazing day, and we will see you next Wednesday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Have a great day and keep on proving it.